Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Warzone Jones coming right back at you, pro wrestling related topic video. And got to watching the not the Royal Rumble. That's gonna be the next pay-per-view. Just got to watching Roadblock, and I would say it was a pretty decent night of wrestling matches. It was a pretty decent show. Not great, but pretty damn decent. I would definitely say it was worth your time. It gave us a little bit of a reason to watch Monday Night Raw, which is what I felt. I did thought that one of the matches was actually pretty good, better than what I expected it to be. So we're gonna start off with the first match of the night, which was the New Day versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Yes, this match right here started off like it was okay, pretty average. Then it got better and better and better until the fans were chanting, "This is awesome." I don't feel like it got that great up to the point where they should be chanting, "This is awesome." But these guys did have a pretty decent match. It wasn't bad at all. And your new tag team world champions, which is Sheamus and Cesaro. Now this was a pretty different finish the way they finished this match. Sheamus was going for the tag. He was trying to tag Cesaro, and then Cesaro intentionally pulled his arm away and then gets in the ring. Now the reason why he did that to make it seem like that Cesaro had actually got tagged in the match. So when Cesaro went after, I believe it was The Miz. not The Miz. I ain't done this in a while. when he went after Kofi Kingston, Kofi Kingston rolled him up. He tried to get the 1, 2, 3 pin because he thought he was tagged in the match, but he wasn't. Sheamus was still the legal man in the match. So Sheamus attacks Kofi Kingston, and they get the match. They get the win. They are the new World Tag Team Champions. Next, we got, which was pretty much a squash match. It was Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn had the last 10 minutes. It was a match to see if Sami Zayn can survive for 10 minutes. So basically, through the whole match, Braun Strowman was just beating the hell out of Sami Zayn, making him look like a jobber, just completely squashing the guy. It wasn't even a competitive match, but Sami Zayn was able to survive for 10 minutes, thus Braun Strowman loses. Next, we have Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins. This match was a pretty damn decent match. Wasn't great or anything like that, but it was a pretty damn decent match. It went down kind of like how I figured. Seth Rollins gets the win. He uses the pedigree. I don't know if the pedigree should be his finisher, but no, he uses the pedigree to win. Kevin Owens did come down during the match, and we all know that Chris Jericho doesn't like Kevin Owens interfering in his matches, but Kevin Owens decides to come down there anyway, and so he gets distracted, and basically as he's getting distracted, he gets pinned eventually by Seth Rollins after he hits him with the pedigree. But they did have a pretty damn decent match. Next was the Cruiserweight match, TJ Perkins versus Rich Swann and Brian Kendrick. Another pretty damn decent match. And I thought this match was actually shorter than what it was because my stream on the WWE Network, I don't know about anyone else's WWE Network, but my network definitely, it keeps looping. Like sometimes it'll loop back like 10 seconds after I had already saw that, and then sometimes it'll loop forward, and then all of a sudden the match was over. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I know this match wasn't like 5 minutes, but I literally thought it was a 5-minute match, but the match went about 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, and the winner, Rich Swann. So I don't know if anyone else's WWE network is acting up like that. Like my network is definitely acting up like that. I don't know why, but Rich Swann is the winner. And also Neville is back. He comes in after the match was over and just basically squashed everybody who was involved in the match, making a statement. Next, we had Charlotte Flair versus Sasha Banks, 30-minute Iron Man match, or whether we should call it Iron Woman match, because hey, it's two women. These girls, they went out there and they did their thing. The match was better than what I thought it was gonna be. Wasn't really excited for it. Not necessarily because I know there's women wrestling or anything like that. No. I like to see good wrestling, whether it's men or women, but I didn't really watch too much of the build-up for it. But the match was pretty good. It was a good match. In my opinion, probably the best wrestling match of the night. Yes, I said it. The women's match was probably the best wrestling match of the night, and it was a 30-minute Iron Man match. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. I am entertained. These girls went out and they did their thing. The boss, Sasha Banks, she was bleeding at some point. I guess she cut her lip. And she was bleeding real bad around the mouth area. There was a part where Charlotte Flair had tripped Sasha Banks and she fell off the side of the ring apron onto the steps, and it looked like she really actually hurt herself to me, because when I saw it, I'm like, damn, it looked like she really hurt herself. But these girls went out there, like I said, they did their thing. They had a really good wrestling match. Charlotte Flair wins the title. She's a 4-time women's champion. I would think they would give Sasha Banks this match, because she just she didn't have a title that long. Like, she just got it back, but they're giving it back to Charlotte Flair. So, good match. Let's move on to the next match. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. These guys had an okay match. It wasn't great at all. I was hoping for a little bit better of a match, but they had an okay match. The match went down just like I thought. Roman Reigns lost. I'm pretty sure some people will be happy about that. But Roman Reigns lost. Kevin Owens retains his championship. And after the match was over, Seth Rollins comes out. I forgot Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho also came out and he attacks Kevin Owens. Thus, Roman Reigns gets disqualified. So Kevin Owens won by disqualification. It wasn't because he pinned a 1, 2, 3 or anything like that. But Chris Jericho attacks Kevin Owens, and that's how Kevin Owens wins. That's how he retains his championship, by disqualification. But Seth Rollins comes out there later, and the both of them, Reigns and Rollins, they beat up Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. They put both of them through announcers' tables, actually. So both of these guys, Jericho and Kevin Owens, went through announcers' tables, and that's how that night ended. So it looks like their feuds are probably more than likely going to continue, and I'm waiting to see what's going to happen next. But the match, everything, pretty much the whole now segment was pretty decent. So the main event match was decent. I know those guys can do better, but hey, you're not going to always have this great hit match every time. Music artists, they're not going to put out every song that's going to be a hit, things like that. The actor's not going to always put out a hit movie. But decent match. I thought the show was decent. Everything I thought was at least decent. So, this is What's on Jones. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. I'm out. Deuce.